When you're done drawing your Rizzi City with pencil, you'll use a marker to trace it. When you're tracing, you want to be extra slow and careful so that you can do your best job. So you'll want to keep your eyes on your paper, move slowly and neatly. If you were even a little messy with your pencil lines, you can straighten them out and tidy them up as you're tracing with Sharpie to do your very best job. When you're all done tracing with Sharpie, you can also use a large eraser to clean up any stray pencil lines to make it even neater. I really think it's a good time to double check that you're working as slowly and carefully as you can, really doing your best job, taking your time, and trying your best. After you've traced everything in your picture, which I haven't, but let's pretend that I have, you're going to hold your paper really flat. And I like to stretch my hand out and press it down and then just erase in the small part of my hand. That'll make it less likely to wrinkle. And then I'm holding the eraser with my drawing hand and I'm going in circles. That's going to help pick up the extra pencil lines more effectively than going back and forth or up and down. Because if I go in circles, it'll get at the graphite that's left behind from all angles. Then when I need to change my spot, I can change my hand, go in circles. And I really especially want to focus on important parts of my drawing. The reason why I'm holding it down is to keep it so that the paper doesn't smash or wrinkle. So I'm holding it down and very carefully erasing in little circles just to make my paper even neater to show that I can do my best, most careful work. After you've traced everything and then erased the pencil lines, you might be ready to color. Today we'll color with watercolor pencils. That just gives us more options in the future, and we can do a neater job because they blend, I think, a little easier than regular pencils. Here's how we can color the most neatly with our watercolor pencils. I'm going to start by finding a shape I want to color, like this window, and outline it just like we traced with Sharpie. If we outline with colored pencil, we can do a neater job when we fill it in. So I'm gently coloring around the edges to make it easier for me to stay in the lines. Then, after I've done that, I can neatly go in and start to shade in this window. This is a good technique for coloring to do our best, most careful work. Then whenever I'm ready for another color and another spot, I can switch my pencil and color the next part. If I wanted to neatly color the bow, I would outline first and then fill it in. If I wanted to color in the rest of the building, I would first outline, and I would also want to outline around the interior things like this window. So the outlining can take a little while, but it can still do a really good job at making us more aware of the parts that we have to slow down in, like this really skinny part of the building. For me, I would want to slow down when I color that part so I can do a neat job. And I would outline around the eyes and the cheeks as well, because I don't want to color over the little highlights in the eyes that I've created. If you make a mistake, that might be a cue that you need to slow down a little bit so you can be a little more careful. And then once I have traced all of the outlines, then I can work on really slowly and carefully beginning to fill in my building. I'm so excited to see the progress you make on your Rizzi cities today.